I have been testing Claude 5 versus GPT Sol 5.6, and I've given one specific thing in a second. So right here, I've given these files, these exact same files, and what these are basically things that help students or help people, funnel builders, understand a few things about their sales process, how to track things, like progress, and how to understand their KPIs, understanding, what happens, and evaluating the effort in ROI versus the no's that they get. I mean, there's tons of different ones. All of these are inside the AI Funnelpreneur. In case you are just curious, right here, there's all these videos and modules about sales for the AI industry, for funnel building. So if you're curious, you can join the AI Funnelpreneur, or let me know and I'll send you some behind the scenes. But nonetheless, here's what I'm doing. I gave the exact same things, the exact same things, exact same prompt, exact same level of intensity. They were both on medium, and compare one by one. Okay, so in this specific case, this was Claude 5. So he organized in this specific way. I didn't give any instructions in terms of how I would launch the UI, only instructions that it needs to be optimized for the user experience and all this stuff for the activity. I gave all those instructions there. And this is exactly what he delivered. So when we have, we can manually add all these data, okay? Then when we go to contacts, we can see the prospect, contacting, conversation, proposal, one. There's a few more, lost, parked, and then we can naturally, add one to the other one. We have all the information right here that we can add. But you see, like, there's these few things that need extra optimization afterwards. This was one prompt, by the way. So there's all these things that need to, but it actually aligns there and adjusts there. So, yeah, I mean, these things, this is exactly, I'm not changing anything. This is exactly what Claude created. And then we have the week scoreboard. This one here, I don't know. I don't even know, like, it's very complicated to see, not super intuitive. Then we have the 90-day. We can see exactly the goal, the score that we have, 3 to 5. This is the main goal, the standard hit, on track. But is it something that I really, really like, etc.? I don't know. I would say not really. It's not super intuitive. Then we have the rejections, what happened in terms of the client, what they said. We can add a new entry. We can change those things. Whatever, we can try to adjust this, okay? And then we have the playbook in terms of why I'm stuck. You can say the things that you are stuck with, and you need to focus on 2 things of the 5, and then you can see the inputs right here, etc. Okay, so this was the goal, the design, the work on Opus 5. Then this right here, same prompt, by the way, okay, was GPT 5.6. Okay, so I'm actually checking this one for the first time, so let's see how it is. He chose the same method here, very, very similar. We can actually do split. Yeah, done. So today, let's make it smaller though. Okay, so we have the split. Now this one here, it shows the menu to be on top because I have other things. This is a collection of a lot of different data, tripwire, what to do, what not to do, the strategy, by priority, by, what are the most important ones, etc. So, he chose the exact same, let's say, design tokens, and this one he created just something completely new, okay? Now, command center, this is very similar, this is very similar, this one is very similar. It does give a little bit of a graph there. I'm not sure if this one does. It doesn't give a graph, it gives those 3 dots and then changes the bar to green. The follow-up outcomes, we have outcomes here, proposals, etc. Next actions, we can do this and it's done. Okay, we can change and what it is. This is, I don't even know what this is. Is it like level of priority? I have no idea. Is it color? I have no idea. So we can have the details of the person. What else? We have prospects, and we can see the prospects right there. Okay, contacted. It goes for the exact same thing. We can see the contacted, so it doesn't highlight, which is a user experience kind of glitch there. Okay, but it does redirect. Here we don't have a hover or indication of what is missing. So, but that's that. We do have search on the top. We have the shortcut there. We also have a filter here. So maybe this one searches everything. I don't know. Now we do have add a prospect on top. In this one, we don't have a prospect on top. Maybe we have it on contacts. So you can see side by side and which one you like the most. What else? New prospect for the pipeline, new prospect for this. All right. Now, next we have the pipeline. The pipeline we cannot drag, but we can move by clicking here and there. So I'm not big of a fan about that, but this is just one problem. We can change that. Here it's just drag and drop. But mostly the main reason why I chose drag and drop is because I had another CRM on this project that had this functionality already improved. So, but yeah, so here we have the details of the prospect. Okay, so prospect, here is the stage. You see behind here, it is moving the stage. So that is actually cool. That is very, very cool. User experience is not so cool. So we would need to change the user interface in this specific case. Okay, so that's good. What else do we have? If we click here, we have all this data. That's fine, I guess. Remove the pipeline. Log touch. Touch is log. Okay. We have these for our data maybe. I don't know. Let's go for follow-ups. So we have a tab for follow-ups here, and here we have a scorecard. They chose differently. So follow-ups today, this is based on the pipeline, so we don't really need to go to the pipeline to understand. If you want to understand this, the strategics or what we need to do as far as follow-up, we can just go to the follow-up card, and coming up we can see exactly what is going to coming up in the next 2 days or the next days. And we can actually give 2 more days to that specific one, but it's missing a few things. It needs to be improved. Then we have like field guide, no reply is not very. So yeah, this doesn't need to be highlighted at all. We do have 6 due today, overdue, but this is today. Okay, so we can go ahead and see what it is. Open. We have the field notes. Let's see if it. Okay, no, it's just field notes. It's fine. Warm. We can add it here and change it. Probably, maybe, but it doesn't show here. So we could work on that one, but it does add that notification there. Okay, so scoreboard. Okay, so scoreboard. It changed to this one. Okay, so scoreboard gives us the data here. Contact consistency. Does it change? Like yellow, green, red, I don't know. Contacts, direct asks, calls. This is okay to see. Revenue, day, rejection credits. But this is purely visual. There's really nothing, there's not a lot of stuff that we can do or customize here. It's purely visual. So that's fine. But we could have some more tool tips or things to have in mind, because scoreboard, all good, amazing. I want to see if it's good, if it's not, what is missing, what is not missing, and all that stuff. And then we have the vault, so 90 days. So here we actually have the 90 last 7 days. We actually have the last 90 days, and we can see by day. Okay. Nonetheless, I think like this is much more intuitive, and this is week 1 to week 12. All right. But this is much more intuitive. I prefer this one, but still there's user experience functionality is missing here there. Remembering that this is one prompt, and here rejections, we can see a tab of rejections. No reply plus polite. Okay, yeah, don't like this one. This is just to see how much or through rejections, but I don't feel like we need the whole thing right here. That's not needed. And it didn't add it here. It's fine. Script vault, call companion. Okay. All right. So this one here, we do have the playbook, but we don't have a call companion. Let's analyze that. So playbook, let's go to script vault, openers. We have a few openers. What is this? Cold email, warm introductions. We can copy the script and send it over. That's fine. I mean, we don't need that, but it's fine. Here, playbook, qualification, etc. Vault. So it's a different type of approach. Yeah, so this is more a mindset there. Follow-ups. Okay, so we do have those kinds of things. It will be interesting to have these directly from the pipeline or from the follow-ups. So when we had here, we could already click there, or we could already have like some like copy a follow-up or copy whatever, like, and then you could go ahead and take care of that without needing to come here, right? So follow-ups, that's fine. Ask for referral, booking the conversation, worth exploring. Let's use 20 minutes. Okay, that's fine. Quick one. Who else? That's fine. Objections, we can do it with AI. So he actually got a few objections from the, where is it? Did I close it? Maybe. He actually got a few objections from the files. This one here, he got like tips. Yeah, just tips. All right. No problem. So I actually prefer this one here right now, but I would add more into this. This could actually be a call guide. I would add a call guide. That would be cool. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much about that. These no interactive whatsoever. View original CRM, we don't need that. Call companion. Okay, so introduction, set the frame. This is cool, but we don't have the scripts of setting the frame. Background, what do they sell? This is cool, but I would have some fields to add here, and I wouldn't add like the specific contact that you have, so that you are, while you are in the call, you can add it here, and then you can it goes directly to the prospect on the pipeline, so that you don't have duplicated things and stuff like that. So what do they sell? Awesome stuff. Yeah, there's things missing here. Where does the traffic come from? This is okay. Who owns the decision? What creates urgency now? What happens if nothing changes? It's not too good, this part. The idea is okay, and it does allow us to grow this part. But the idea is okay, but it needs a lot of work. Then again, this is just one prompt, and this is the difference between the same prompt using the same files as reference, and what one builds, what the other one builds. So a quick summary. Overall, the command center, personally, I prefer the one on the right, just because it's more intuitive to what we need to do. It's much more intuitive in terms of what we have done, what we need to do, and how much money is on the pipeline. We have due today here, but this is not super intuitive on that. So I would say that GPT-1 here. What else? As far as the adding prospects, right there, we don't have adding prospects. So if you want to add a prospect, we need to go here. That's fine. It's shorter. And in this case, we need to go to the contacts, add contact, and all that stuff. So this one, much faster, add prospect. We are here. We can add all this type of stuff. And sure, one honest next step, I don't know. We will need to even, go for the next client. So, sure, cool. I like this one better instead of going to another thing. But then again, this is the today tab, what we need to do today. Okay, so I'll say that's 50-50. For the pipeline here, contacts. So the pipeline, visually, I prefer this pipeline visually. It's better. Add contact, more compact. We do have open contact pipeline value here. We don't see the pipeline value. Oh, actually, we see it's right there. There's more emphasis here. I don't need the emphasis because if it's right there, I already know what it is. I don't need the emphasis there. I don't need the emphasis there because this is for a personal thing. It's not to sell anything. If I wanted to sell, sure, that is much more like this one right here is much better, but I don't. So that's fine. Here, everything is compacted. So this is, I prefer this one. Oh, we do actually have on the right. So yeah, now I don't like it. Maybe if we add a lot of them here, it also does the same thing. Yeah, it also does the same thing. So this needs to be fixed, like 100%. This needs to be fixed because it's not intuitive and it's, we cannot drag. We cannot go to right or left. Yeah, so this is not great. As far as organizing things, I like the background. The cards are not bad. This one here, it has information of the value, about the prospect. Here, let's say company, role, offer, that's fine. So, potential value, 3,000. Why one? Why now? Because, okay, this guy is awesome. Okay, we don't email. Add an email address first. Sure. Oh, we can add. Okay, log touch. Today, that's fine. So we do see the information there. This one is better. It's more compact. I prefer this one like a lot because once you have a lot of data, this one much better. As far as color goes, I would have this color system to this one, but it's super easy to do that. I like the drag and drop. Much easier. Sorry, when I click here, this one versus that one, stage contact. I don't need that. It did something similar here. I actually prefer this one. Much better. It's much better. Dollar value. I don't need that. Well, this one is right here. This one is not. So he's giving a priority of the money that the client is worth. I don't like that. I would add the value right below here. What do they sell? Price point, traffic source, who decides. I don't need who decides. Reason to move now. I don't need that, but details of the client is good. Field notes. That's fine. I would actually, instead of having like just one gigantic thing, I would add like several different like notes. That's much better. Analog touch. What I sent. Okay, so what I send, I don't want to do this. I need to be, it needs to be clickable. Okay, so this will need to be updated. Same thing on this end. This is much more compacted and much easier to see, to read. This one not so much. It kind of hurts the eyes, but there's a few other things that are good. So here, the temperature of the lead. This is very good. These are not clickable, so we cannot adjust. We need to change somewhere. So as far as the pipeline, I do believe that they are 50-50, but I do like more the version on the Claude. Now, Claude did have some backtrack on a previous project that I did for a different CRM, so you might have collected some information there that GPT didn't have. So if that was the case, GPT won here. Okay, if not, whatever. So scorecard, we have follow-up. I love this. We don't have follow-up here. We don't have a follow-up here. So I actually love this GPT-1. So scoreboard, we do have a scoreboard here. As far as scoreboard goes, this is important to know. This is very important to know to understand the value. Also, the potential. This is open in pipeline. Revenue one. So yeah, sure, cool. I would add more colors to make it easier to analyze, compact it a little bit more, but we don't have it here. We do have it here. Okay, so we have this one here, but this is the real number revenue in contacts. This is okay. This is okay versus this. This one is much more intuitive, easy to read than this one, but this has the percentages. I prefer the structure of this and the UI of that. So I would mix those two. This one is useless. This one is very hard. This is very hard to go through. I hate that. But this one I love. So I would actually change this to this. This one is very, very good. And I would add some elements that we could engage with. So 90 days, so maybe this is scoreboard. I don't know. Let me mix those things. For rejections, I don't need that stuff. That's fine. For the playbook, I prefer this one. This one is much more valuable, and call companion is also much more valuable. This is like a 2 out of 10, and this is like a solid 5-6 maybe out of 10, but does need a lot more improvement. So this was a full review, same prompt, same direction. Let me know what you guys think in terms of which ones are you using. If you want to learn about sales, AI funnels, AI funnelpreneur might be for you. We not only have a sales course here, we have a full curriculum, not a full curriculum, sorry, let me fix that. We have a curriculum that we are adding. Right now we do have 2 certifications, going to be up to 18, and we are going to add new content pretty much every week, every couple of weeks, and we give full support through chats and through the live stream feature where you can see the lives. You can even search. You can download the transcript if you want to. Just download the transcript, and there you go. There's a transcript in text file, so you can go to your GPT and do your stuff. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much about it. Have a wonderful one. Cheers.